Hey there, YouTubers. I wanted to do a part 2 of the cost breakdown of that last trip. As I said, the entire trip, it was 3 nights, 4 days, it was $153.69. $78 of that went to gas, and $57 of that went to campground fees. So that was the biggest portion. I mean, I was under 20 bucks on food, and I don't eat a lot of breakfast. Usually it's just a Pop-Tart, and lunch can be small, either leftovers from a previous meal or some pretzels or something like that, and one good sized meal. So when you look at those costs, there's a lot of ways that people break up that cost. If you're doing a lot of traveling every day driving, well, it doesn't make a lot of sense to pay that money for a campground. So lots of people do the Walmarts, the Flying J's, you know, wherever they can boondock and not have to pay a campground fee. So that helps a lot. This trip wasn't like that. This was like a destination kind of trip. But when you're out there, I think that's a great way to do it. If you're doing a lot of traveling, just don't pay for a campground. Now, if you're full-time living on it, well, then a lot of people, what they will find is weekly rates and monthly rates for RV parks are a lot better than they are for 1 or 2 nights. You get a pretty good discount. There's some places that their monthly rates are really, really good. So what a lot of people will do will be go to an area, stay there for a month, sometimes longer, sometimes the whole winter season or something, and save all that money that they would be putting in the gas tank. So the most expensive way to do the RV life is to do a combination of both. To be driving every day and spending money on gas, and also paying campground fees. What a lot of people will do, they'll do one or the other. You know, if you're traveling all the time, just, you know, hit a Walmart, hit a Flying J, you know, find a roadside rest where you're allowed to park in, and save them 20 to 30 bucks on a campground, and put that money back in your gas tank. If you're full-time and want to be out there on the road all the time, then just you know, get a campground and save all the gas money and explore out from that campground. So there's many different ways. I would assume that this is one of what I did was the more expensive way, obviously, because, you know, I did both. I paid for a campground and I paid for a lot in gas. But I didn't go a great distance. And I had a great time, so how I spent my money worked for me. I was very happy with it. That sums up my idea right there, YouTube. You have different options, different ways to do this. Whatever way works best for you, do it that way. There are different ways to do it. You might have a favorite that you do only, or you might do combinations of both, you know, driving, campground, only, boondocking. Whatever way you want to do it works great. Have a great and wonderful day. Bye.